We are all gathered here today. I'm so happy to officially welcome everyone to the beautiful Seacliff Manor, where we are all here together to witness and celebrate this union of love. Today, we unite Conor Green and Fernando Garcia, two extraordinary souls and friends who have chosen to walk this path together, side by side. Love asks us to be brave and to be open and to be fearless and present. And today, we are honoring that love.
Me and Taylor look more alike than ever.
Fernando, from the moment we met, I could tell there was something about you. You were audacious and bold, courageous, daring. Suffice it to say, it is your nature. It's that fearlessness that drew me to you. You pushed me out of my comfort zone to make connections that ultimately opened up my whole world. You catalyzed my life with opportunities, but also care and affection I had not experienced up to that point.
Our joy is the stuff great love stories are written about. Everything happens all the time, but throughout all the noise, you have remained my constant, my North Star.
Fernando has a way of seeing things clearly, thinking ahead, and making choices that reflect not only his mind, but also his heart. And I think we can all agree that choosing Conor was one of the best and wisest decisions he's ever made.
I still remember what you looked like the moment I laid eyes on you the first time. You would walk down to meet me on the porch of your Spanish Harlem apartment, sporting a Cornell sweatshirt and a devilish look in your eye. You fell asleep to a Star Wars within 25 minutes of starting the film. I thought to myself, this must be my cue to leave, right? I should see myself out. And as I gathered my belongings to go, something stopped me from leaving without saying goodbye. How different would our lives have been if I hadn't nudged you awake to say, thanks, I'm leaving? Would you have made it to your citizenship test without me hearing your alarm later that month? Or would you have hobbled your way to the hospital on your own with a tendon to be repaired months later? Would I have been accepted to grad school without the connections that you helped me forge? Would I have had the courage to reinvent myself from the ground up completely? Would anyone else see me for all my flaws and still want me as deeply and sincerely as you always have? Well, this one I know the answer. No. No one else would or does.
From the very beginning, it was clear that Conor brought out something special in Fernando. Around him, Fernando seemed lighter, happier, and more at ease. Conor, you balance him in ways only a true partner can, and together you bring out the best in each other. Where Fernando is passionate, you are patient. Where he brings energy, you bring calm. Together, you create a balance that makes your connection truly beautiful.
This is the Treaty of Green. The treaty between Conor and Chris. On this fall day in 2001, I, Conor Green, get this, cellist, do promise, 1, not to annoy Chris, all right, 2, not to tell corny jokes, 3, not to take his stuff, and on this fall day in 2001, I, Chris Green, brother, do promise, 1, not to play music too loud, 2, not to beat Conor up, and 3, here's the kicker, help me with sports. Signed, Chris Green and Conor Green. But for the most part, we stood true to that treaty. And what really jumps out at me is what you guys enter today is a treaty of itself. And I want you to stay true to each other, love each other, respect one another, and just enjoy all of your days together. I love you guys. Cheers.
Hi. First look, huh?
It looks great.
Let me get you something, buddy.
I can pinpoint the exact day I knew that I fell in love with you. I had spent the weekend with you following your Achilles tendon rupture, and truthfully, I had scarcely seen a man so pathetic in my entire life.
Conor, baby, I've been looking forward to this day since I came out of the anesthesia haze all those years ago. I briefly lost my ability to walk early on in our courtship, and you still remained by my side through all of it. Our joy is the stuff great love stories are written about. Everything happens all the time, but throughout all the noise, you have remained my constant, my North Star.
You called me saying you were scared and alone, with no one else to ask for help. It was the first time you dispensed with your usual bravado to admit you needed somebody. I remember schlepping you all the way down from Spanish Harlem, all the way out to Stony Brook Hospital. I remember meeting your mom in the peri-op waiting room and going to see you in the post-op. Still high from anesthesia. You saw the two of us together, and you gave a big smile and an even bigger sob. You turned to your mom and very matter-of-factly told her, "He took such care of me, Mom. He's the best." And you, for your part, fresh off of anesthesia, never remembered any of it. But that's okay, because I cherish it twice as hard for both of us. In the 12 years since, you've paid that moment back dozens of times over. You've been a partner and a rock and a safe harbor during virtually every moment of my adult life. And I can't imagine this world without you anymore.
I would recognize you in total darkness, were you mute and I deaf. I would recognize you in another lifetime entirely, in different bodies, different times. I would love you in all of this until the very last star in the sky burnt down to oblivion. We're not soulmates. This is not divine intervention or some hazy, aspirational, or highfalutin story about love. And this is most certainly not chance. I willed this. I knitted the thread of fate myself until it spelled your name. I loved you intentionally and wholly.
Thank you for changing my life and for allowing me the honor of doing the same thing for you. I love you then. I love you now. I love you always.
Thank you. Your patience, your wit, your kindness, your music and poetry have made me a better person.
You're my best friend, my person with a capital P, and now my husband. I love you so much. You've taken such care of me. You're the best.
I loved you with every bit of conscience I was born with. You are my person, and I will be yours forevermore.
It is my great honor and joy to pronounce you married. You may seal your union with a kiss. These two, Conor Green and Fernando Garcia, officially married. The newlyweds.
Tonight, let's raise our glasses for Fernando and Conor. May your marriage be filled with laughter that outshines the challenges and love that deepens with every year. Cheers.